Hello YouTube world, welcome to another episode of DRG. I am Nathan and I figured I'd give you a quick update on the timing chain situation. So I'll flip the camera around, still filming from my cell phone, still going to be unedited, but I'll flip the camera around and show you that the Rock Auto did send me the correct timing chain, and I'll show you the difference between them real quick. Alright, so as previously, ordered a timing set. It was supposed to be 4460. The gears are correct. The chain was too short. The chain is 48 links long, so I counted just the outside links and then doubled the number. So this was 24 links is what I think I said originally, and it's technically 48 because it counts the links that are inside. So you have your outside link here, which is what I counted, and then you have your what I call the inside link. Total of 48 links with a length of like 12. Well, no, the correct one's the length of 12.6. So this is the incorrect chain. Basically, my research, what I mentioned previously, is that this cam sprocket, this crank sprocket, and this chain will work on a 351 Cleveland, and potentially the 351 modifieds and the 400. I didn't dig any deeper than that. The chain by itself is also the correct length for the FE motors, 352, 390, etc. So when I contacted Rock Auto, basically told them that I ordered this kit. Rock Auto is kind of interesting because when you order the kit number, they break it down into the three pieces. It comes in one box, but they break it down in three pieces on your invoice. So it'll have the cam gear, which is an S420. SA gear gives it a T. I'm not sure if the T designates anything, but it's no T stamped on the gear. It just says 420. They break it down, and then they also break it down to the crank pulley, S493, and then a CH491 for the chain, which this is not. When I contacted them, wanted to return them, misboxed or incorrect package in the box is basically what I told them. They basically wanted to know which of the three pieces was incorrect. I basically told them the chain was incorrect, not enough links. It's like 4 links too short. 4 links is probably about close to 2 inches. So they went ahead and shipped me the replacement chain. I was kind of hoping for a whole nother set, but no, they sent me just the chain, which I found interesting. Chain came in a clear plastic bag with a sticker on it, wrapped inside basically a little Rock Auto box. So, I mean, no real fancy label or anything, just a white label that said the part number. I think maybe said SA gear. I could go pick it up, but then I'm going to swirl you guys around and make you dizzy. If I put the two chains side by side, you can see that we got this down here is our extra length. Doesn't look like 2 inches, but I bet you if you straighten it out or to disconnect the link, these do have a main link here, one link that's a silver in color or a chromish color, nickel plated, I guess, where the rest of them are just a regular steel finish, which I'm going to consider this is probably the master link. If we were to undo the master link, this should be like 12.6 inches long, and this one's probably close to 2 inches shorter. It might be less, might be more. I'm not going to measure. So far, they haven't asked me to send the chain back. So I guess if I find another set of brand new gears, like these gears, I could throw it in the box and have a set for a 351 Cleveland or something. The crank does have. I did do some research. I have a buddy who has basically the same set but it's for a 72. It's no box, but it has the timing chain set that's brand new. It was in a tote with a bunch of parts on a truck he bought. Yes, it came with the 420 gear, the correct chain, because I counted the links because he sent me a picture of it, but it has a different crank sprocket. I think the crank sprocket was S421, and the S421 gear, which from my understanding is 72 and later, you have your keyway and your tooth and sprocket straight across. On the 421, the tooth and the dot is like at the 11 o'clock. So if this was if you consider this 12 o'clock, and the dot and the tooth is at straight o'clock, the 421 sprocket has the tooth and the dot like at the 11 o'clock or like at the 11:30, not quite where this one is. It was like split the difference between these two teeth. That's where the gear is. The gear is the same number of teeth, they just clocked it, which is probably the 4 degrees of retarding for emissions. I think like lowering NOx emissions or something like that. I could be wrong, but something like that. They basically in 72, the horsepower ratings dropped, and basically retarding the crank camming, or crank pulley changes the cam timing, because now you're moving this further forward to line up the dots, and basically changing the cam timing. And I think 4 degrees is pretty much what everybody, or the standard was, is 4 degrees cam timing on the pre-emission stuff. So if you had a degree wheel, you could take an older pre-emit or a post-emissions timing set with the retarded timing and adjust things to get some little bit of horsepower back. Well, figured I'd give you guys an update. I'm going to go try to throw this set on the car and try to get the car closer to back together today. If I'm lucky and the weather stays nice, I'll maybe get it almost all the way completed. There's going to be a few things that I'm going to have to take some time to work on because I want to try to reroute vacuum lines on it. But thanks for watching. Figured I'd show you I got the correct part. Took about a week. Have a good one.